Well, I haven't done one of these in a while, so go ahead and roll the special thing.
What's in the box?
Hey guys, Sean here. So a few months ago, I pre-ordered something on Amazon, and I kind of forgot about it until today when it showed up. And that is this, the Batman, the complete animated series, Deluxe Limited Edition. So let's go ahead, throw this on the table over here, and take a look at it. Okay, so first and foremost, what we're going to talk about is how Amazon shipped this. Now, they put it in a envelope, one of the like manila bubble wrappy envelopes, and not in a box. And as a result, the box is very banged up. And that's kind of a pain because this, as you can see here, is a limited edition. This is actually 58,496 of 69,048. So basically what that means is that if I were to ask them to replace this, they probably couldn't, because there's a limited number of these. So that in itself is disappointing. And that will not be the only thing that is disappointing about this. Now, full disclosure, I have already opened this, and so technically I have already unboxed it, but I'm still going to go over it and try and get this video up because there's probably not too many videos about this. So I want to get it up there, this review. You will notice here that there are 3 mini pops. There is Batman, Harley Quinn, and the Joker. Now the weird thing about these mini pops, they are not representative of the looks of these characters in Batman the Animated Series. So I'm going to go ahead and open the box here and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So we will pull out this little thing here, which has the 3 of them in it. So as you can see here, there is Batman in blue and gray, which in Batman the Animated Series, he's always in black and gray. He's never in blue and gray. And then Harley Quinn kind of, as long as she's wearing the Harley Quinn outfit, she matches regardless of what it is. So she's okay. And then the Joker, he has these crazy eyes here, which if I get it farther enough away, you can probably see. And that is just not indicative of Batman the Animated Series. So these really aren't Batman the Animated Series Funko Pop minis. So that's really weird. I don't understand why they would include those 3 in this package. So now here's kind of the reason why I'm not too broken up about the fact that the box is kind of mangled, if you will, because when you get in here, so there's the box, we'll put it over there. There's 2 other things in here. And so the main thing is this is the DVD, or not DVDs, the Blu-rays. And that's what you really care about the most in this set. And this in itself is a nice package. So I don't really need this other box at all. So the fact that it's damaged, I don't really care too much. I mean, yes, this is where the limited edition label is. And so if I ever wanted to sell it as a collector, then you would need this, but I'm probably not going to ever do that. And really, when it comes to selling collector's items and the limited edition, it's low numbers that matter. And this is definitely far from a low number, so that's not going to matter. Okay, so right here, we have something really cool. And I haven't fully looked at these yet, but there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 lenticular prints. Now, if you don't know what lenticular means, that's the special kind of thing where it has this kind of cover on it, and it makes it look 3D. And these are really well done. Like, I mean, you can kind of see the 3D there, even on the camera, which is amazing because the main way that lenticular prints work is you have to have both eyes looking at him in order to get the 3D effect. But you can kind of see the 3D effect even with the singular lens on the camera. So that's really amazing. So there's this one here, Batman and Poison Ivy. There's one here with Two-Face and Batman. And as you can see the 3D effect really well. Here's one with the Penguin and Batman. Now this one doesn't work as well on the camera because of the depth of the image, the change between the two images here that make the 3D effect, or the 5 images or whatever it is. It's too severe to not be picked up by the camera. So, but I can guarantee you that in person looking at it, it's really good. And then here's one with Catwoman and Batman, and one with Batman and the Joker and Harley Quinn. And of course, one of the main things about Batman the Animated Series is it is where Harley Quinn first appeared. So of course they have to have one that has Harley Quinn. That's why she's one of the Funko Pops as well. And then the last one here is just of Batman. And on the back they all have this Batman the Animated Series image. Oh no, actually they all have different images. So here we have this image, this image, this image. Here's one inside the Bat Cave of the top of a building. And here's one of the LAFCO toy factory. So here's how it stands so far. Funko Pops, kind of disappointing because they have nothing to do with Batman the Animated Series other than the fact that they are Batman, Harley Quinn, and the Joker, but they don't look like they're incarnations from Batman the Animated Series. These lenticular prints, these are freaking amazing. So these I really like. So as far as Deluxe Limited Edition goes, that is 1 and 1. So now let's go ahead and look at the actual Blu-rays themselves. So there is a box here, and you slide this out, and the Deluxe Edition Animated Series, the discs are actually in an art book. So here we have Season 1, Disc 1, and the disc, well actually the disc is currently in my computer because I was trying to do something with it. But here we have the lists of all the episodes and then the special features that are on it. And Disc 2 of Season 1, here you can see the disc there. Season 1, Disc 3. Season 1, Disc 4. Season 1, Disc 5. And then we get into Season 2. And Season 2, Disc 2. Now Season 3 is when the art style changed, because you see Batman the Animated Series came out, and then Superman the Animated Series came out, and it looked a little different. It still had the same art style of Bruce Timm, who is the producer on the show and kind of created the entire look for the series, but they made it more streamlined for Superman. So then in Season 3 of Batman, they made it look more streamlined as well. They introduced some new characters, and it's still all part of the same series overall, but it looks a little different. They don't really show that so much in this book, but that's what happened with the series in Season 3. And then there is a bonus disc with more special features. And then we get into, there is a disc, a Blu-ray disc of Batman Mask of the Phantasm, which was a movie that came out in between the first and second season in theaters. And then there is a disc of the movie Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero, which is another movie. I think it came out in between the second and third season. I can't remember exactly when it came out. And then here is the back of it. So this is essentially not just the disc holder, it's also an art book. And then the other thing that came in here is there's a sheet right here that has a code on it to download the digital versions of it, which was a major selling point for pretty much most people. Now here is the thing about the digital versions that you get with the code that came with it. That is the fact that they are in standard definition. One of the main things about this set, and kind of pretty much the entire reason that it was created, is because they went in and they completely remastered every single episode of Batman the Animated Series and the two movies to be in HD. And for whatever reason, the versions that they gave for the digital are in standard definition. And that has been pretty much the biggest complaint about this set on the internet for people who received it today, is that the code is for standard definition versions of it, which makes absolutely no sense at all. Why would you put standard definition digital versions of the show with a code in HD Blu-ray versions of the show? Also, there is the fact that they only work with Voodoo, which used to be Ultraviolet. Because normally when you get a code for a digital version of a movie or series in the box set, you can choose what way you want to get it. So normally if I get a code for something in a box set, I'll get it for iTunes, because when I buy digital versions of movies and TV shows, I always buy them through iTunes. So that is also very disappointing. I don't have anything on Vudu. I don't even think I have a Vudu account. So that is also a downside. So what's my overall review of this? Well, let's see. The Funko Pops, pretty disappointing, because they don't match the style of Batman the Animated Series. They're just Batman Funko Pops, so that makes no sense. The box that came in, damaged by Amazon, and probably couldn't get a replacement for it because they probably wouldn't have one. The lenticular prints are amazing. I absolutely love them. And once again, the fact that the camera was able to pick up the 3D effect to a little degree is amazing, and in person they're just even more just fantastic. And then the Blu-rays themselves and the art book that they come in, I really like that too. Now, when it comes to how the series itself looks on Blu-ray as compared to the DVD box set that was released years and years ago, my initial plan was to show you a side-by-side comparison of the two. So I recorded the intro from one of the DVDs, and then I tried recording it from one of the Blu-rays, but Blu-rays have a lot more protection software on them. And so when you try and record from them using the programs that I use that are the more legal ones, I say legal, I was using Captivate, which is an Adobe program. It did not work. It blacks out the screen, and I tried it using OBS as well, and it blacks out the screen. So they have protections for that. I could, if I really wanted to, download a more shadier program and try and rip the files from the disc and do all that stuff, but I'm not that type of person. I know you can go on YouTube and various other sites and see a side-by-side comparison of the standard definition and the high definition, and it will show you just how much better the Blu-ray looks and just how much they went in, and just it's almost like every single frame was repainted is how amazing it looks. So as for the quality of the video itself from the Blu-ray, that is the best part of all of this. Now, it hasn't been confirmed yet for sure, but there is supposed to be a Blu-ray set coming out like in 2 weeks that doesn't have the Funko Pop and the lenticular prints. That is a little cheaper. So if you don't want to bother trying to find this deluxe limited edition with these two parts of it, and you just want the Blu-rays, then you can wait for that. I don't think it comes with the digital copies either, so it would just be the Blu-rays. Oh, that's another thing about the digital copies. You don't get a digital copy of Mask of the Phantasm or Sub-Zero, the two movies. So that is also something that has really pissed people off. So, final thoughts. Should you get the Batman the Animated Series Deluxe Limited Edition? Only if you're like a die-hard Batman the Animated Series fan and you will enjoy these lenticular prints. Because other than that, it's totally not worth it. Just wait and get the Blu-ray by itself without the digital copies. I mean, to be fair, it's not really that much cheaper. I think it's only like $20 cheaper, but you'll have an easier time finding that because that will be everywhere and that won't be limited. Whereas this is limited, it's going to be hard to find if you didn't pre-order it, and you'll probably get scalped for it. And with that, let's bring it back over here. So let me know in the comments down below if you are a fan of Batman and Batman the Animated Series, and if you're a fan of Batman and you've never seen Batman the Animated Series, why not? It is easily the best version of Batman in any medium other than comic books that has ever existed. Yes, I include The Dark Knight in that. This is the best Batman has ever been and probably ever will be. If they do a Superman set similar to this, I will probably wait until they do just the Blu-rays or until they do HD digital versions of it. I'll probably wait for that. And then the same goes for Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. And Justice League Unlimited is quite possibly the greatest comic book cartoon that has ever been made, in my opinion. So also let me know in the comments down below if you got this set. When you got it, was it as damaged as mine was? Because pretty much every review I saw on Amazon was like, yeah, this was, why were you even thinking of sending it this way? And then also on Twitter, I was looking it up, and yeah, it's just, everyone is like, Amazon, you totally botched this. And there's more of the collector types that will want to sell it down the line for a profit, but that's so hard to do down the line. And really, you only get the true money out of it if you have a low number, as I was saying. But I digress. That's going to do it for this video. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more of the crazy crap that goes on around here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to help support the crazy crap that goes on around here, go ahead and hit up my Patreon. And with that, have a good however long it is until you watch my next video.